Hello, this is Lance Johns, Tommy Gill. I wanted to talk about the casinos. They have a restart date planned, and I keep hearing June the 4th. I know yesterday Fremont free the part from like 4th Street to Las Vegas Boulevard. That little block area, it was open last night because it was a YouTuber named Jacob Life in Las Vegas. Yeah, Jacob. Yeah, he was down there filming it, and then today, not leaving Las Vegas, Steve Campbell, he was down there, and they had. I'm trying. Well, yeah, I believe they had it blocked off today, but I'm not for sure if they have it like blocked off all the time or open like for like the evening time. But I know Saturday last night, May 23rd, they had the part where they had the restaurants at. They had that open where Walgreens is, Denny's, the Hardtack Grill. They had that part open, and they had like a few street performers. They had people like walking out, but the part where like the Golden Nugget is and all that, Golden Nugget, the beans, not and that part, that little part of Fremont, they had that blocked off. But they may have did to see how it goes, but the governor could have told them to shut it. But I mean, all there's like restaurants and everything. I mean, that should be open. They maintain a social distance and stuff. That shouldn't be a problem. But back to the June casino openings possibility. Yeah, I know Steve Sisolak is supposed to meet this coming Tuesday with the Nevada, I think, gaming board or wherever it is. He's supposed to meet with them this Tuesday. And they're aiming on June the 4th. They wanted to open for Memorial Day weekend, but that got canceled. But let me read the story. Yeah, he met with them Tuesday. Tuesday event, Herald shift to next phase. So, at a car to the city, picture of Steve Sisolak. He looking happy. That picture, the other picture I showed, with him and Karen Goodman, he looked all pissed off. But Nevada gaming industry shuttered since mid-March. Could reopen June 4th, and the next phase of relaxed restrictions and state bound from the COVID-19 pandemic could come even sooner. Steve Sisolak announced Friday. The governor plans a Tuesday news conference to give details and potential announcement a date for moving to the second phase. I know if they open it, it's going to be a 7-day notice. It's supposed to be a 7-day notice when they do open. Yeah, second phase of reopenings if data through the holiday weekend or the infection rate, hospital usage, and other metric continues to reflect a positive, consistent trend, according to a statement released by his office Friday afternoon. The news coming as the state has faced an increased amount of pressure to reopen. Nevada unemployment rate hits record highs. April casinos and other states have opened their doors ahead of those in Sin City. It's an important first step in pushing a economic forward, getting our economy back to where it was previously, said the economist Jeremy Aguilera applied analysis. There's a great deal of uncertainty, but we're taking steps to open our facet of our economy, and that's exactly what needs to be done. The State Gaming Control Board will convene a workshop Tuesday at which state and local health and safety officers will give hold on. I just got a Facebook notification, but let me finish this. The State Game Control Board will convene a workshop Tuesday at which state and local health and safety officers will give an update regarding COVID-19 response measures at resort hotels. The board may then take up any action necessary in regards to reopen plans. According to this government statement, gaming establishments are required to submit reopen plans for approval 7 days before reopen. Yeah, like I said, 7 days in advance. Obviously contingent upon what happens at Tuesday workshop, with the Gaming Control Board. We finally have clarity as to when the state no one industry will help guide us out of the great shutdown, said Brendan Busman, Director of Government Affairs of Las Vegas-based Global Markets Advisors, LLC. Preparations are underway. Casinos have been preparing for weeks for this day, publishing updated health and safety guidelines and setting tentative booking dates online to make sure they have guests ready to fill rooms once they're made available. It's been a long 2 months plus more than a long. It's been a long. Let me read it again because this is saying the same thing basically. It's been a long 2 months for us. It's been a long 2 months for everyone in the state. But we're ready to go back to business and advice, said Board Gaming Corp spokesman David Schro. Wynn Resort spokesman for Michael Weaver said the company looks forward as it's working with regulators there and moves toward reopening. We applaud Governor Sisolak for his decision to target June 4th for open resorts. He said via email, because of his careful science-based approach to contain the virus, Nevada is ready to open its economy and get people working again. While the reopening could allow thousands of Nevada to return to work. Steve Miller, Director of UNV Center for Business and Economic Research, said it will have to be done successfully to avoid a second wave of the infection of the virus. Let me continue because I wanted to say something about that. But let me continue. The governor is in a tough position. He said, you facing two issues. One is public health issue, the other is economic issue. Each try to solve one issue could make the other potentially worse. But Aguilera said the opening day is an excellent sign that there is continuing progress in fight against COVID-19. What Steve Sisolak is trying to prevent, he wants Nevada to open to where it won't be a second spike in infections, and like people getting the COVID-19, like the cases, everything. He don't want it to be like a second wave of the infections, which end up it being closed down. I mean, a lot of people are mad at him, but he is in a tough decision, but he is doing what's best for Nevada, but it don't seem like he is. I mean, it don't really seem like he is, but he's also getting pressure from other people to reopen and from Trump too. And it's a possibility he may lose his election because of what happened, but a lot of these people are that they're not wearing masks, they're not social distancing, they're not doing what they need to do. Like all the Trump supporters and stuff, they're not. Well, not all of them. I know some of them are being like stupid. But at the same time, from my thoughts, if God wants you to get it here, you'll get it. If he wants you to live, you'll live. If he wants you to die, you'll die. But back to the story. 2 weeks in phase 1. The news gives Reno, Nevada's potential something to look forward to a long social distance Memorial Day weekend. Saturday marks 2 weeks since phase 1 of state reopening process began. The governor began issuing the directive on social distancing and business closures in mid-March. And COVID-19 infections, in the state number less than 70. As of Friday, we have 7,401 cases at 387 deaths. Broadly, the criteria for relaxing restrictions based on federal guidelines have been increasing test capacities, declining rates of infection, sustainable hospital capacity. Based on positive trends in those three categories, Sisolak eased restrictions and now state phase 1 reopening started May 9th. The Nevada COVID-19 data continues to reflect positive or consideration trends toward Memorial Day weekend. The governor will announce a phase 2 reopening at the Tuesday press conference, along with business reopening state continuing operations guidelines. Sisolak's statement reads. Speaking at a teleconference Friday hosted by Metro Chamber of Commerce, Sisolak told more than 1,000 participants on the call that the state top priorities are saving lives. ensuring healthcare system capacity, and making potential tourists and other visitors feel at ease about returning. It's important that when visitors come here, when they start coming back to Las Vegas, to Nevada, they know that this is the safest place in the world to come on vacation, Sisolak said, and to make sure that there is a tracing effort in place, there's testing in place, that they feel that they will be able to come here, enjoy themselves, and not take the virus back home. Well, hopefully he will announce Tuesday that the state is going to open, because everybody wants it to reopen. And I know yesterday I didn't drive a lot like how I should have drove, but I know yesterday that it was a lot of traffic, and the police was like pulling folks over left and right. So everybody's eager to like get out and do something. But hopefully, he will announce the June 4th date, Tuesday. And if he does, I will make another announcement, hopefully. But if I think about it, I just have a lot of stories I need to get out on my page. But anyway, thanks for listening. Wash your hands with soap. Wear a mask around others. Stay home if possible. If you have to go to the hospital or ER. Don't hoard in-demand items. Don't be a hoarder. Practice social distancing. See something, say something. Don't be afraid to speak out. And like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Comment my videos. Any comments, good or bad, will help improve, how I do this. And as always, thanks for listening. Have a good night.